Welcome to the biggest Royal Rumble I've ever created. 100 superstars, celebrities, legends, and icons are about to battle for glory. Just to give you an idea of what's to come, we've got Trump and Obama going head to head. Legendary names like Sabu, Sting, and Cactus Jack making their return. And stars from outside WWE such as Kenny Omega, the Hardy Boys, and Jon Moxley entering the fight. And that's only scratching the surface. There are plenty more surprises waiting in this 100-man Royal Rumble, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the chaos. Let's get this match started.
Introducing the participants. First, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the unpredictable Vince McMahon!
And he needs to make sure to remember that this is all about will, all about determination, and perhaps, most importantly, all about cardiovascular conditioning. Can he go the distance tonight? He's sure as hell gonna try.
Introducing the individual who drew number 2 from parts unknown, weighing in at 326 pounds, King!
And while it's not impossible to win from the starting slot in the Royal Rumble, he's about to find out just how tough it really is. Is he ready for this? No easy matches here in the WWE, but this guy is ready for anything.
One of the most famous and celebrated matches in all of WWE, this Royal Rumble is now underway.
The anticipation of every new competitor, the drama of each elimination, it really is as good as it gets.
Continuous counters. These superstars looking locked in. Here comes entry number 3. Turns that in his favor.
Oh, here we go.
He quickly slides into the ring, countering each other again and again. Springboard off. Into the roundhouse kick. Fends it off. Good counter. One step ahead there. What's coming next? A back suplex.
Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow.
As we await entry number 4. In the electric chair, can they somehow counter?
He's got his eyes on the prize, and he's out here to be the last man standing.
What a forearm! This Royal Rumble is still far from being over. How do you hope to be the last one standing?
Take every opportunity you can. Easy eliminations, moments to collect yourself. Whatever it is, you have to take it. Moments away from a fresh body in the ring.
Struggling to stay inside the ring.
But dangerously close to elimination.
And this is why this match is so much fun. So unpredictable.
Well-placed elbow fights that off.
Damage is starting to take its toll on him. Backbreaker. music means. He looks as fired up as ever to enter this match.
Thank you for coming. There's an ice pack waiting for you in the back.
And he hopes away. There's the power in driving their opponent into the canvas. Now it's entry number 7. Chopping down the tree right at the trunk.
Looking to hobble the knee here.
Coming into this one like a bat out of hell. Man, what timing on that counter. Andy counters. What a suplex. Metal rope forearm on point. Here comes number 8. Who's it gonna be?
Breaker.
Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
Oh, look at that man coming out there with confidence.
Taking off from the ropes. Ooh, tough elimination there. What a way to go. Pow, a drop kick. Number 9 is coming. Who is it?
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Trying to get it.
Stopping that offense with a swift elbow.
Oh, man, look who we have here.
Look at this. On the verge of being eliminated.
Trying to cling onto the ropes for dear life. Has to somehow fight their way out of this and back to safety inside the ring. Bam!
Getting him up.
Number 10 will be joining us momentarily. Up into the torture rack. Feast your eyes. Oh boy, he's ready to change the whole landscape of this match. Now's the time for him to prove he's got what it takes.
That drop kick connected. Big time.
He's absorbing a lot of damage here.
The Royal Rumble is a grueling match. You're going to go through work to the very end. You got to keep moving, though.
As it eliminated from the match. Here comes number 11. Ripcord lariat.
No more waiting. Now it's time to go to work.
Fighting with everything to stay in this one.
Tries not to go over the top.
Cut off with a savage clothesline. And we have an elimination.
What a stop to the back of the neck. DDT. Eliminated. I can't believe it. Nice. That'll need a wake you up or knock you out.
Quick escape from danger there. And responds with a counter of their own.
Caught an elbow to the gut for that effort.
Number 12. Who do we got?
Running Hurricane Run. Gotta respect the strategy to work over the arm. Looks like Booker T will join the party. He's next in the Rumble. Kick to the gut. Lifted way up. Round and around and Revolution's in. The spinning power bomb.
Well, right now is a huge opportunity for him. And that elimination will thin out the herd.
Oh, and he's out of here. Spear! And that night's over. See ya.
Has been eliminated.
Shoulder tackle. Being eliminated like that is never the plan. Here comes number 14 in the Royal Rumble match. Forbes for the second row. Driving down.
Look who's ready to cash their ticket to the showcase of the Immortals. Big time power slam.
And into the corner he goes. Punch right to the face. Oh, a chop.
These two trading counters, an absolute masterclass.
Like a brick wall running into you. It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him. Nothing pushes your stamina like a rumble. You got to dig deep and keep fighting.
15 on the way. This crowd is ready.
Boom! Fire back with that elbow.
He's here, ready to join the bedlam. This should be very interesting. And that's it. Thanks for coming.
Has been eliminated.
Instead, dropped with a DDT. Oh, forearm connects dead center of the face.
Here comes number 16. This could end in an elimination. Scoop slam sets things up. He cuts it off.
Oh, yes, man. Now it's a Royal Rumble match.
Oh, no. Bad match out your feet off the ground. Oh, this is just too far. Get some control in there.
Oh, in my book, that is some creative offense there.
That'll fillet your chest. The WWE Universe counting down for number 17.
Oh, now we're talking. He's about to shake things up in there.
Looking to help us right now with the counter. Oh, he saw it coming. Armbringer.
But a shot to the jaw.
Catch.
And look at this. Number 18. Measuring up one more time. Spinebuster. Look who's next. Bray Wyatt joins the Rumble. Being placed in the corner here. Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. Fingers buried deep, locked in on the mandible nerve.
We're ready. Oh, yeah. We're ready for number 19.
Eliminated. That match comes to a disappointing end. Here comes John Cena, looking to win his third Royal Rumble. Double knee to the chest. Headbutt to the back of the neck. This will be 20. Oh, clubbing blow. And Cena finds himself on the receiving end.
I really did not think they were going to show up here.
He's certainly feeling that attack.
Could be what Wyatt really needed to push the advantage.
Looking to get an elimination here. It won't be made easy, though. Alley-oop. Side headlock applied. Oh, and a right hand for good measure. Ooh. WWE Universe knows it. This is what we all look for as fans in a sport. Power slam. Right to the kidneys from behind. And you know what's next, guys? Toss to ringside.
Down with a bulldog.
But I was just cut short back to the locker room. And Cena retaliates. Clothesline. What a hook. Flexing their technical acumen.
Number 22 is coming.
Bray is waiting. Bray is fixated. And Solo is coming into the backdrop.
And he looks ready to rumble.
Ooh, the forearm connects. And planted there with a well-executed DDT. Attacking the knee. Potential elimination here.
Holding on for dear life, doing what they can to stay in this match.
And that was a heck of a heave we just saw.
Here we go, baby. We know what's coming.
Going for it again.
That will effectively take out the knee.
Got some damage dealt to him there.
These competitors are operating at the peak of their abilities here.
Bad position here. Here we go.
Ooh, hellacious backstab. Hits the drop kick. Check out this power. Wow. A prima locks in the claw. This is agonizing. Clawing deeper and deeper into the throat. Boom.
The neck taking all that damage.
Fantastic jumping, spinning heel kick. Turn it around with a reversal.
And he manages to escape just in the nick of time. Getting sent to the turnbuckles.
Turns it around.
Johnson, he set it up, baby. Attitude adjustment. He's gonna go for it. Here we go.
And he connects.
We have a battle on the ropes.
This could be it. Looking very precarious.
He's about to do it. He's about to do it again. Might be looking for the elimination here. Get out of here, Piper. Oh, they're not going to bite the hand. Oh, my God, they are. You know, entering the match at this stage of the Rumble is such a huge advantage.
Goes for the kick, but it is caught. And
Dragon screw. Dragon screw. Oh, yes.
Look who's coming our way. Oh, it is on now.
fully added insult to injury there.
Knee right to the face.
Cuts the attack off.
Oof, right to the breadbasket.
Disaster kick.
Wants to finish this. And impressive.
The top rope. Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. Mandible claw, mandible claw.
25 about to come out. We're racing towards the finish line.
He's looking focused and ready for action.
Shoots the half. Into a neck breaker. Phenomenal. Going for the elimination. And here we go.
That inverted DDT.
Trying to go for it again.
taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus.
Boot right to the throat.
We're nearing the end with 26 about to enter the party.
We know Kane can score eliminations, but can he win the Royal Rumble? Super kick for the elimination. Cena is eliminated from this Royal Rumble. Electric chair. Look out. He's looking a little battered now.
Someone was coming. Get out of the horn's way.
Targeting a body part, working the arm. Struggling desperately to ward off this elimination.
Just teetering on the ropes, one small step from disaster.
Just adding salt to the wound.
Quick evasion from him there.
Kick to the leg, punches strikes down.
Just an absolutely stiff blow to the head there.
Quick thinking to unleash the clothesline. Kane's Royal Rumble has been ruined.
The Royal Rumble is always full of surprises like this one.
And Bray gets stopped in his tracks and got away with that one. Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. Fingers are in, digging deeper and deeper and deeper.
That'll do it. Eliminate. Driven into that corner. What are we going to see?
He counters with a great reversal.
Buck to the crosshairs now. Wyatt's tangled up.
Reverse STO.
We got entry 28 on the way.
Teetering dangerously close to going over the ropes.
Scratch, claw, grab anything to fight off elimination.
He looks absolutely ready to get in there and clean house.
Thanks for coming. The end of days. And so begins the bizarre prelude to the downfall. Bray Wyatt has it hooked.
A huge advantage for whoever drew number 29.
Stopping every single part of his body. Here comes Nathan Frazier to enter the fray here in this Royal Rumble. Bray Wyatt locks in the claw. This is agonizing. Look at the mandible claw. Roast the mandible claw.
appealing target for elimination. Bad news here, as that fall will end their night. Oh, what a collision. Thumped with a big blow.
Shot block. Brilliant. Right to the back of the knee. Superman punch. Knee drop. Definitely an earlier into the night than planned. Snapmare takedown and right to the spine. Bad position here, guys.
We could be seeing an elimination any second now.
Straight jacket locked in. Just like that. Out of the knee. Reversal. And that turns things around.
here is your winner,